Greetings, Stash Wyslouch here. Welcome to Quick Tips. Please send me an email if you want to sign up to be part of my roster of students and get better at the guitar. If you like these quick tips, please consider becoming a patron on my Patreon page and supporting the making of them and participating in Patreon exclusive workshops and receiving supplemental materials to these online lessons. Today we're going to talk about 4 bars of this brilliant Chris Thile solo. We're going to look at it from a rhythmic perspective, a harmonic perspective, and a melodic perspective. And maybe, by just vaguely analyzing it right now, it'll give us some good ground to launch off of into some other quick tips and ways that we can improve our own improvisations. The break is over the tune Liberty. This is what it sounds without improvisation. 1, 2, 3. That's the A part. Listen to the Chris Thile solo slowed down. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 bars. We're actually only going to look at the first 4 bars today. First, we're going to look at it from a rhythmic perspective. So check this out. The tune's in 4/4, so it's 4 bars of 4/4, but the way that Chris Thile improvises his phrases, he's implying some other time signatures on a small scale. Here's what I mean. The first phrase is a 3-beat phrase, so we could think of this as a 3/4 phrase imposed onto the 4/4 structure. Same with the next one, another 3-beat, another 3/4 phrase. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then what does he do? He keeps on with this 3/4 idea. 1, 2, 3. After these 3 bars of 3/4, he plays a bar of 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he ends with the phrase of 3/4 that then resolves to beat 1 of bar 5 of Liberty. 1, 2, 3, 1. So this is so cool. It's basically like he's imposing different time signatures on a small scale. So little phrases of 3 against the 4. He's thinking in one time signature while the band plays in another. This produces a nice tension which he resolves really well by landing really solidly on the beat 1 of bar 5. This could be one interesting place for a future quick tip to explore. Check it out one more time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Let's examine each of these little phrases from a harmonic perspective, what the melody implies chordally. So the first little phrase at 3/4 gives you an F sharp and a D. The chord is a D, so he's pretty clearly outlining in a linear fashion a D chord. Then it goes F sharp to C. That F sharp to D is still fresh in our minds. The F sharp to C then gives it a D7 feel, because between those first 2 bars of 3, we've implied 3/4 of a D7 chord. The next bar of 3, F sharp to B. We can say pretty solidly that this F sharp to a B gives you a feeling of like a G major or a G major 7. Really cool. There's a couple interesting things about this. One is by doing this, he's kind of giving you the chordal information of a G before the rhythm section would actually land on the G chord. So there's this kind of anticipating of the harmony feeling, which is a really exciting thing that we could definitely explore in future quick tips. Then, that phrase of 4/4, B to a G, and then resolving to a B flat. If we're to be totally literal, we could say that this 4/4 phrase is divided into a G major, yeah, and then it resolves to a G minor, yeah. For simplicity's sake, I'm going to say that that B, B, G, B flat, feels more like a passing tone to get to that B flat. So I'm just going to call that whole bar of 4/4 G minor. A G minor in the key of D. A 4 minor chord. Interesting. That's not what the band is playing at all, but it gives it a really nice motion. So we could say that he's imposing a new harmony on it. That's fascinating. So you're telling me I could impose harmony that the band isn't playing and it'll still sound good? Yes. Is this something we could study in depth in a really specific and microscopic way? Absolutely, and we surely will in future quick tips. If you're interested in hearing about those, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. For that last bar of 3, I'm not thinking so much about the harmony, but the last lens that we're going to use to explore these first 4 bars, the melodic lens, we'll explain that last little bit to give it the final logic that really ties it all together. So now, melodically, what's going on here? A cursory glance at Chris Thile's music will reveal a deep obsession with counterpoint, and these 4 bars are no exception. Check this out melodically. There's 2 voices happening. There's the top one, starts on an F sharp, and then the bottom one starts on a D. The next phrase, the F sharp stays where it is, the high voice stays where it is. The low voice goes down. In counterpoint, you could call that oblique motion. One voice stays stationary, the other one moves up or down. More oblique motion, the F sharp, the high voice stays up where it is. The low voice keeps going down to the B. And now, the low voice stays where it is, but the high voice starts scaling up. B, G, and then the low voice keeps going down. And then, to keep the pattern where the voices are slowly drifting apart from each other, the high voice drifts up to the eventual resolution point of an A by going. So if you just hear the high voice, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So cool. Listen to just the low voice. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's so simple, and yet the way he's integrated this into an improvisation on Liberty, the fiddle tune, is so brilliant. And the way that it also integrates these rhythmic and harmonic aspects too, so cool. Each one of these could be a launch point for a whole series of quick tips of study, and they certainly will. So make sure to stay tuned for that. In the next workshop I'll be hosting, I want to talk about the next 4 bars of Chris Thile's solo, so make sure to become a patron on my Patreon page, support the making of these videos. We'll see you next time.